I'm an idiot.
Good point. Keep talking.
That is something that I knew already, but it apparently begs...
Oh, it's a knockoff Seth. Nice. Seth is my favorite Jewish person. All right, let's watch this retard.
It's already slowing down.
AI breakthroughs have been a question of
Clocked. Yeah, I did clock that.
not if.
Google unveiling long-awaited new...
Yeah, if I was Arvel, I would have chosen the Pacific Northwest. Because there's already weird stuff going on there. I would have chosen Washington rainforest. And we would be in the Washington rainforest being racist. We would live in the Washington rainforest as a group, and we'd be an offshoot civilization. An offshoot DNA project that we can live in, in the forest, and we start to look different than people. And our little compound would start to become cryptids ourselves.
Details about its large language model Gemini.
Claude 3, it is arguably now one of the most powerful AI models out there, if not the most powerful.
Preview, if you will, for us ChatGPT 5.
I expect it to be a significant leap forward.
But what
Another Jewish liar, huh?
if that core assumption that models can only keep getting bigger and better is now fizzling?
Is there really a slowing in progress because that wasn't expected?
It could spell cracks in the NVIDIA bull story.
We're increasing GPUs at the same rate.
It was obvious that NVIDIA was massively overvalued. Anybody could have seen that. A company being overvalued doesn't mean that AI is bad.
But we're not getting the intelligence improvements out of it.
Calling into question the gigantic...
And also, you keep in mind that NVIDIA is undervalued at probably the lowest point in their product offering cycle. Like, they're going to bring out a 5090 at some point. It's going to happen. And then the stock is going to go up, probably.
Been spending from Amazon, Google, Microsoft. A rush for tangible use cases and...
Max Out is just gay, dude. Max Out literally is a homosexual. Max Out is an open homosexual, dude. I need to... My hair... no, it's fine. Just a light. I need to wait for my hair to grow out more. Maxed Out always was... Until I shaved my head, was always in my chat hitting on me. Now I shave my head, he doesn't hit on me because I'm bald.
Anyway, who knows?
I'm Deirdre Bosa with the Tech Check Take. Has AI progress peaked?
AI performance anxiety? Oh, God.
Call it performance anxiety. The growing concern in Silicon Valley that AI's rapid progression is losing steam.
We've really slowed down in terms of the amount of improvement.
Reached a ceiling and is now slowing down.
In the pure model competition, the question is, when do we start seeing a asymptote to scale?
The asymptote, they justifying your... This is crappy. People trying to justify their existence with just nonsense words. None of those are real words. Asymptote to scale. That's not a real thing, okay? None of these people have any real existence. They're just freaks. This is how it works, okay? This is how it works. All new technologies are like this. Whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's the internet, whether it's AI, all transformative technologies are overrated in the short term and then underrated in the long term. Or people think much too highly. Like when ChatGPT first came out, everyone's like, oh, it's going to replace everybody. Nobody will have any job at the end of the year. And then, now people still have their jobs. And everyone's like, well, it's actually doing nothing. It's actually worthless. It does nothing. When in reality, it actually is still doing things. It's getting better and better and better, and it is going to take a lot of jobs. It's just going to take a while. So everyone's overestimating in the short term, underestimating in the long term. And we're in the underestimating stage right now, where AI, people are saying, oh, it's doing nothing. It literally is going to change the world. It's going to change how people program. It's going to change how people do machine learning. It's going to optimize things that couldn't be optimized in the past. It's going to optimize drivers. It's going to optimize kernel code. It's going to optimize machine learning processes and things, stuff for health and science and engineering things and equations and drugs and so much stuff, is going to be changed. The structure of society is going to change because of AI. Engineering is going to change, and it's just it's real, and it's going to get, but people, because we've had enough time, we've had 2 years of ChatGPT, people, even though it's getting better, they don't see the benefit because they don't use it for anything.
walls that even the biggest players, from OpenAI to Google, can't seem to overcome. Progress didn't come.
Nick's live. Nick is not live, dude.
Invested to keep pace.
John Dave Irving's just lying because he's retarded. John Dave Irving's just a disgusting troll and a racist.
They would be outside.
Also, by the way, I didn't want to say this, but I'm gonna say it. John Dave Irving is the reason AFPAC 4.5 didn't happen this year, because he told Nick he was scared of getting beat up by me, and so he paid Nick like a crazy amount of money just have him not schedule it. That way we didn't have another meeting. So he literally paid probably mid six figures to Nick to prevent Nick from doing another AFPAC, and that way I didn't beat him up. That's literally what happened.
Too. But no gold rush is guaranteed to last, and early signs of struggle are now
pussied out, dude.
At major AI players.
I think that the other big issue is that as soon as any new technology comes out, and this is what happened with NFTs, it's what happened with crypto, and it's what happened with AI, and it's also what happened with the internet. Basically, like, you had a massive like kind of market, like a readjustment, because everybody puts their money into this. Everybody thinks it's going to go fucking, to the moon, and then it doesn't. Yeah, you need time to play out. Exactly. Yeah, you have a market reset. And so, like, just because something's experiencing a market reset, because people are just investing more money.
Market reset isn't a real phrase.
By 10x, it doesn't necessarily mean that the industry's bad.
Market reset is not a real thing.
Things are turning. The lack of progression between models.
Yeah, what if Steve Franson spanked John Dave Irving?
Will be the same as between 4 and 3.
Each new generation of OpenAI's
the baby talk,
GPT models,
the weird nebbish Jewish chipmunk voice where they go like this. It's like the Jewish equivalent of women doing baby talk. How women do baby talk to try to get away from of this stuff.
The ones that power ChatGPT, they have been exponentially more advanced than the last in terms of their ability to understand, generate, and reason. But according to reports, that's not happening anymore.
There was maybe one of the reasons why it's not happening anymore is the same reason why video game graphics aren't getting that much better anymore. It's because it's already very good.
Ooh.
You can't make 20% advancements when you're already 90% of the way there.
Ooh.
Like, the AI is already very good.
Ooh, no, it's not.
Like, fine-tuning and making that
the AI is not good at all yet. The AI is getting there, but it's not there at all yet.
Making it approach like a simulated human experience.
Well, vindicate an AI eating its own garbage. What is that? What are you talking about, dude?
Where you have diminishing returns, or like the old 80-20 rule, where you make 80% of your progress in 20% of your time, and you spend the other 80% of your time making the remaining 20% of the progress. Almost everything follows a function like this.
Power Chat GPT, that's a good idea.
Talk prior to now that these companies were just going to train on bigger and bigger and bigger systems. If it's true that it's top, that's not going to happen anymore.
OpenAI has led the pack in terms of advancements. Its highly anticipated next model, called Orion, it was expected to be a groundbreaking system that would represent a
AI devolves because its new models are based on other AI. It's your theory, nerd, is it? I don't even remember. Oh, the problem of the pollution of the data. Yeah. The synthetic data, speeding up the entropy.
Leap in bringing us closer to AGI, or artificial general intelligence. But that initial vision, it's now being scaled back. Employees who have used or tested Orion told the information that the increase in quality was far smaller than the jump between GPT-3 and 4, and that they believed Orion isn't reliably better than its predecessor at handling certain tasks like coding.
To put in perspective, remember, ChatGPT came out.
Bro, what is this, a black person or an Indian? Is this an Indian person or a black person? Let's get that straight before we start. Before we take this person's advice seriously, is this a black person or an Indian?
At the end
I need to know.
Of 2022. So now it's been, close to 2 years. And so you had initially a huge ramp up in terms of what all these new models can do. And what's happening now is you've really trained all these models, and so the performance increases are kind of leveling off.
The same thing may be happening.
It obviously is going to level off. Like, you think about the
genius, the whiz kid himself has spoken. The genius Asmongold has spoken. It obviously has leveled off.
difference in graphics quality between the Super Nintendo and like the N64. and the N64 to the GameCube, and then look at the difference between the Wii U to the Switch. Not that big of a difference.
At other leading AI developers, the startup Anthropic, it could be hitting roadblocks to improving
He's AI.
its most powerful model.
Asmongold is AI.
Quietly removing wording from its website that promised a new version of Opus later this year. And sources telling Bloomberg that the model didn't perform better than the previous versions as much as it should, given the size of the model and how costly it was to build and run. These are startups focused on one thing, the development of large language models with billions.
Focused on one thing, getting people to invest in their startup.
Ooh.
That's what they're focused on. Getting more people to give them money.
Ooh, busted. Busted. Asmongold has cracked the code. This AI has cracked the code. Who said AI is not smart? This guy has cracked the code. I like the way he's working through it. He's working through it like this. He's working through it mentally.
Of dollars.
Let's be honest.
Backing from names like Microsoft and Amazon and venture capital. But even Google, which has enough cash on hand to buy an entire country, it may also be seeing progress plateau.
It's like working through it like this.
Models are roughly, few companies.
An insane person.
I think we're all working on
He's just an insane freak.
I think the progress is going to get harder. When I look at 25, the low-hanging fruit is gone. The curve, the hill is steeper.
Its principal AI model, Gemini, is already playing catch-up to OpenAI and Anthropic's.
Yeah.
Now Bloomberg reports, quoting sources, that an upcoming version is not living up to internal expectations.
It has to make
Probably set expectations too high. That's the issue. Google has the worst AI model. I mean, like, for me, the AI almost always delivers accurate answers, but I think it's going to be different for everyone.
Think, okay, are we going to go through a period here?
Another genius insight. Another genius insight. For me, it always delivers accurate answers, but I don't know yet. I'm not sure yet. This is what actually people use it for. This is actually the most crazy thing. People use Grok as like a search engine for like knowledge. They use Grok as like a question, like instead of like using Grok to like solve a problem or rewrite something or do a task. It's literally just a search engine for them. And it's very odd, but literally just a search engine for people.
We're going to need to digest all this hundreds of billions of dollars we've spent on AI over the last couple of years, especially.
I think it's just Google.
Revenue.
They literally think it's just Google, not like what it can use with stuff, but
increasing the
use it as like Google.
On AI.
The trend has even been confirmed by one of the most widely respected and pioneering AI researchers, Ilya Sutskever, who co-founded OpenAI and raised $1 billion seed round for his new AI startup.
As you scale up retraining,
there it is, $1 billion. That's a lot of fucking money.
A lot of the low-hanging fruit was plucked.
Do you think that's a censorship of AI?
Yep, that's a lot of fucking money. Facts. Facts. That's a big number. 1 billion? Fact. That's a lot of numbers. That's a lot of ones put together to create 1 billion. If I'm not wrong, that's about 1 billion ones put together.
So people want an AI to work the way that they want the AI to work. They don't want to have some nerd in California making the rules for what you can tell the AI to do or not do. It's
it
like
needs to make my porn. AI needs to make my pornography without stopping. It needs to say, "Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will make your porn."
In in Home
I don't want any nerds
stopping
me.
You don't want them to like tell you how you can and can't use the hammer. AI is simply a tool. So if you don't let people use the tool in the way that they want,
I don't want to stop me from making my
you're
porn.
Gonna have a lot of people get angry. Tell a racist joke, exactly, because people have no use and no interest in having an AI that's just going to feed them propaganda and not tell them what the truth is. The entire
What's the truth,
function
AI?
of AI is so you can understand what's going on in the world. So if
That's the entire function of AI. The entire function of AI is to tell you what the world is doing and what's going on in the world and what is the world, what's going on in the world. That's the entire point of AI. What is going on? What is the world? What's happening? What is going on in the world? What is the world? Am I in the world? What is the universe? That's what AI should be like.
The AI isn't creating that outcome, then the AI is useless. It's that simple.
If the AI doesn't tell me what the world is, it's useless.
And so it makes sense to
I like
me
I like the Grok. Grok AI is nice. I'm surprised. Well, Grok with a Q, but Grok on Twitter is nice. You can just it sums up what's going on Twitter. Like, now obviously, that's gonna be like when things are curated, it's not curated for your benefit. But it is nice that actually you can just say what's going on in the world today, and it'll give you a list of stuff. It'll give you a list of stuff. I'm gonna start using that. I'm gonna start using that for Woodstown. I'm gonna say what's going on in the world this week. What's going on in the world this week that I can talk about that's interesting and will make people laugh. And here's my market demographics. What's going on in the world that I can talk about without actually, knowing anything about.
You're seeing a deceleration in the rate of improvement.
It's like, for example, like imagine how unpopular Photoshop would be if it could automatically
Florida
detect
Grouper, you gotta
that you're
relax,
using copyrighted images and then not allow you to edit or modify them.
Big boobs, Judy Hopps. Grok AI, add big boobs, Judy Hopps. Damn it. Stop stopping me. That's what we want. We want working. We want the ad to work.
So like you can't do that. That's not the function of AI. It's a bastardization.
Is Grok better than Perplexity? Grok is superior because you can use it for AI for really, really rapid stuff. Grok with a Q is superior because it's super fast. I don't know where I have it, but I wrote a script where it was automatically making a website. It was making a website. Let me see if I can find it actually. You can find the Python. I guess I search everything while this
science. Yeah, sure.
Everyone agrees the rate of progress has peaked.
Foundation model pre-training scaling is intact and it's continuing. As you know, this is an empirical law, not a fundamental physical law. But the evidence is that it continues to scale.
Nothing I've seen in the field is out of character with what I've seen over the last 10 years or leads me to expect that things will slow down.
There's no evidence that the scaling laws, as they're called, have begun to stop. They will eventually stop, but we're not there yet.
And even Sam Altman posting simply, there is no wall. OpenAI and Anthropic, they didn't respond to requests for comment. Google says it's pleased with its progress on Gemini and has seen meaningful performance gains and capabilities like reasoning and coding.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Let's get to the why.
I feel like this is always what's happened. Like, think about for video quality on YouTube, for example. Video quality on YouTube and video quality on the internet pretty much peaked about 10 years ago. Like, as soon as we hit 1080p, everything else after that was kind of just icing on the top. It's not the same. Yeah, 4K. Yeah, but 4K isn't a big enough. So this is the difference. 4K theoretically is much better. But I don't think it's that big of a difference for most people. It's really not. It's the human eye's limitations. Exactly. You don't need 4K to play a video game.
If progress is in fact plateauing, it has to do with scaling laws. The idea that adding more compute power and more data guarantees better models to an infinite degree. In recent years, Silicon Valley has treated this as religion.
One of the properties of machine learning, of course, is that the larger the brain, the more data we can teach it, the smarter it becomes. We call it the scaling law. There's every evidence that as we scale up the size of the models, the amount of training data, the effectiveness, the quality, the performance of the intelligence
Why is the bottom flashing?
In other words, all you need to do is buy more NVIDIA GPUs, find more articles or YouTube videos or research papers to feed the models, and it's guaranteed to get smarter. But recent development suggests that maybe more.
Yeah, this is why Grok is cool. This is what I made. I made this I made this with AI. So this is like a self-referential thing. Let me go. I'll show you what I have here. This is, I made this. I never got around to like making it better, but this is what I made. This is literally just all made with AI. Even this is literally just a basic Python with Flask and stuff. And Grok hack, yeah. Let's watch this. So this is literally just, it's a self-referential thing, and it modifies its own page, right? So it's just center elements. Center elements. Let's see if I remember it correctly. Yeah. And then page more modern looking. And it literally just changes. Make the send. This is using Grok. This is using the Grok AI. Make the send button on the same line as the input text field. Yeah, this is real time. This is literally. Make the AI chat header ASCII. You know, that didn't really work. Make the header say Grok live instead of ASCII. But see how fast this is. You know, and then basically, you know, make the changes to the page refresh automatically. Refresh the page automatically while retaining.
With 200
what's up?
Viewers on Kick.
While retaining the chat history. Nice. So this is literally just got. This is the whole thing that just got returned. Make the design. Oops. See, now it's starting to mess up. Now it's in German. Because it said nah. Instead of make it DE. Isn't this crazy though? But this is the power of the only problem is now the index is gone. Set interval. Let me get rid of the make the page in English and more simple looking. Simple, clean looking. Rewrite the code so it is proper. Didn't do it again. Well, actually, let me go here. Copy this. See, this is where it's like I have to actually make it good before it works. Let me go over here, watch this. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna take this All right. And I'm gonna go over to here. I have to log in again. I hope I don't have to log in again. Cool new chat. Aren't the stickers cool? Email leaked? Yeah, again, email leaked. Oh no. Next you'll leak my name. Next my name will be leaked. Alright. Make the HTML page. Alright, I don't care, dude. I should have just used Claude here. Needs an undo button and then maybe a version control. Yeah, watch this though, watch. See how stuff is happening? This is the, I haven't used ChatGPT in a few months. Look how things are so different now. You have a public GitHub for it? No. But yeah, people are talking about is not doing much. It's actually crazy. I mean, this sucks. Like, it should be a lot faster. But it still is actually kind of crazy. Think about it. The fact that we can complain about this, or I can complain about this, is actually crazy. Alright, now I'll save this as the... Copy this. Alright, now let's see what it looks like here. Alright. Add ass, nice. Add ass. Add an undo button. Well, the thing is, honestly, add anime GIFs in the background. Where are the anime GIFs? Add an anime background. Hello? It's supposed to be this. Make a random... Make the page anime themed. Hello, dude. Describe your anime themed HTML modification. Make the page refresh. No. Let's make the page. But yeah, this is what I mean, where it's like we should add version control, make it undo. Add an undo button that upon. The thing is, this needs to be done with the. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna go to here, and we're gonna go to this. We have to copy paste the HTML. We have to say add. Whoops. Make it add some basic version control where the user can undo changes to the HTML and revert to one they like as they wish, and change the HTML to have a little way to also select the version they want. But see what I mean? How this is just crazy? Like, we're already here, dude. Oh yeah, make the page kawaii. Yeah, watch. You can do like this, watch. While we wait for this. Make the page say random sexual stuff everywhere. Let's see. Watch. It'll probably be an error. Share your wildest anime fantasies. Ooh. Didn't do much. Dude, I used to have add dancing random anime girls. Let's see if it works. It used to work with like different sources. How about we mix some passion into that HTML? Ooh. See? Make the GIF sourced from online. Random GIF sites online. You're making the Dom very excited. Dude, it's not working though. But see what I mean? Isn't this crazy? This is like literally from this many lines of code. Oh, there we go. Okay. So this is the and honestly, I would use this in so we're gonna add some version control now to the basic thing. I would do this in not Grok or not Grok, but not what's that site called? Claude. Yeah, Claude would work for this. But like this is very basic stuff. And if I was an agent, I could make this into a startup. I could make this into a startup if I wanted, if I was an Asian person. Isn't that cool? All right. I think that's good. All right, let's try this out. All right, let's see. Move the revert version stuff underneath the send button. Add a countdown. Refreshing page in 3, 2, 1 after the response from the server is shown. But see? Question is, why is the revert button not working? Just partner up with someone who does all the work. Make the revert button work, yeah. Make the revert button. I don't even know if it's saving things though. I don't think it's actually saving. Oh, I didn't have it. I didn't save the main.python. Okay. There we go. This should work now. Let me see. Make the page kawaii. All right. The heck? An error occurred? Make the page more modern. The heck? Oh, I know why. I got rid of I got rid of the API keys. I deleted the API keys. Okay. Make the page more kawaii. I thought we were locked out for a second. But yeah, once this is local, you can do local stuff. Like once we make this more local, and it's gonna happen. Now we're talking. Add an anime background. Sourced from a random background website. Hello? It's not perfect. Why is it not working? All right, let me go over here. Index. Where's the version history? Now we go over here. We go back over here. And one thing I wanted to do when I worked on this originally, I was like, it would be cool to have a debug question thing, but that we can just use this for now. There's the API key. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Who cares? It doesn't matter. Dang, that sucks. Why isn't the version control? It doesn't really matter. It's a free API key, but it works, so I don't have to change it. Why isn't the version control working here? All right. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Persist version history using a file. There we go. Okay. Dude, isn't this crazy? Think about this. We need ChatGPT 5 for this. API key leaked. No, I know it worked in the past. So the anime thing works in the past. Trust me. All right, that works. Add an endpoint to retrieve version history. Update the revert endpoint. Yeah, but you guys see like how I'm literally just messing around with something simple and it's already like really cool. It's already awesome. HTML update, okay. Click take his API key and use up all the free questions. Nice. Very cool. All right, now we'll try this. I don't even know if it's gonna work yet. Dude, that's so awesome. Okay. Show me the full HTML. Show me HTML code with the modifications. I've become one with the scene. There we go. Yeah, see how it's literally, that's crazy. This is insane. You think about this? Like, we're so close. Things are gonna get so much better. Things are gonna get so much better and worse at the same time. It's actually insane. Oh yeah, it's way more useful than Urbit. It's not crazy. It is crazy. Just because it's cool, just because it like makes sense, doesn't mean it's not crazy. It's insane. We're moving on. Yeah, version control. Oh, would you get a Neuralink? No. No. Weighted neural nets were invented in the 70s. Well, the reason they didn't do it is because there was a Jewish guy, what's his name? Who's seen as the godfather of AI, who hated neural nets. And he said it was bunk and it was garbage. And as a result, all the research went to other things. All the research went to other things that they basically, I forget who his name is. Yeah, Jews set back AI for about 50 years. Jews literally caused AI not to work for about 50 years. And he got all the credit too. I forget what his name is, but we looked into it when we were looking into the AI stuff. Let's not blame the Jews for everything. Yes, we will actually. We will, because they're guilty for everything. They did it. They did it. All right, here we go. Oh, there we go. Dude, where is the... See, right, it's here. But yeah, now it's not ready yet. It's not ready yet, but we can make it like more responsive. Is it too late for Solana? No, but you want a Chainlink. Chainlink's superior to Solana right now. It's over. But yeah, no, this is what I was talking about. Like the AI is like not, it's like dude, is my AI API key been shut down? Why is the background not working, dude? Kind of pisses me off. Ah, whatever. Whatever. JDI used all the questions. It'll crash out 10x. Wow, very cool. Make the HTML editor page look like you're in the Matrix. You're doing good. Really impressive stuff. I know. This is the new version of the Matrix. Yeah. They're throttling me. There we go. Simplify. Dude. Simplify all the... Isn't this crazy that this is just live? All the HTML to be more efficient. And that's what makes it fun too. It's like a scratch off lottery ticket. Yeah, we're in the Matrix now. What do you guys think? Make the HTML editor chat titled something else. Like it is a cool Silicon Valley startup run by Asians.
Stank Snatcher sent $10.
Thank you. Silicon Code chat. There we go. How could I make this website look like George Floyd? Well, where do you think link is going to? $100. Make the quote section centered under the main header. But see, yeah, this is cool. See how it's starting to get really cool. Make sure the quote div is adequately underneath the header.
Up_yonder just gifted 1 subscription on Kick.
Thank you. Make the HTML normal. I need to change it back to what it was like in the beginning. There we go. The entire page, HTML more modern and sleek. I'll steal code from CodePen and make no. Nope. Make the page sexy style. Let's see what it does here. Make the header more subtle. Add some emojis. Add some basic style to the background. Ooh.
Up_Yo
W.
Did 1 subscription on Kick.
W. Add a role play chat box underneath. Oh. To the left. Dude, where is it? I broke it. It's over. Yo, thank you. This is all it took. Nice, thank you. Add a ticker of Bitcoin price above the input box. See, here's the ticker. Make sure the ticker time. Make sure the ticker scrolls across the screen. Do you recommend cigars? No, no nicotine. No nicotine. Put the ticker underneath the heading text. That's close enough, right? Would you guys say that's close enough? I would say that's close enough.
The Red Shark just subscribed on Kick.
Thank you. Dude, where's the time updating? Time is not updating here. Add falling ones and zeros. Like the Matrix. Make it Nazi themed. Ooh.
Seal Respecter just subscribed on Kick.
Where are the ones and zeros, dude? Make it Matrix hacker themed. Isn't this cool? This is live. Like, this is the thing. Like, this is such a basic thing. Like, I really didn't do any work to make it work. But it's cool. It works. Add the future price and make it buy low and sell high. Epic fail. Yeah, epic fail, honestly. Have a Matrix background. Matrix background. Make it Beardson themed. It's done. I didn't get pooped out. Cool. I think it's given up. I think it's given up, but that's a good sign. See what I mean? See how it's cool? See how it works? And it's not perfect, but we're getting closer and closer. We're getting closer and closer. It looks good. But yeah, isn't that crazy? All right, let's watch this guy, loser, talk about stuff.
More theory than law.
People call them scaling laws. That's a misnomer. Like Moore's law is a misnomer.
Back to reality. Back to the people who actually make the money with this trash.
Moore's law, scaling laws, they're not laws of the universe. They're empirical regularities.
Yeah.
I am going to bet.
Yeah, of course.
And continuing.
Yeah.
I'm not certain of that.
The hitch may be data.
Yeah, this is the issue. Is that, and also I think it's a lot of people that are speculating.
Yeah. Yep.
Waiting in the market and spending a bunch of money investing into AI. The same.
What's up, Fish Monkey? What's up, Hilton?
Like, do you guys remember how overvalued crypto stuff was and NFT stuff was in like 2021? It was massively overvalued. Now, the difference is that AI does have an actual function that's meaningful.
Does he not know the price of Bitcoin right now?
Most other places
is he
don't.
Not aware of the price of Bitcoin?
Back. Bitcoin is back. Bitcoin is doing really well. But you're not seeing crypto get minted in the same way that it used to. That's definitely not what's happening.
What's up, Pembroke?
Key component of that scaling equation, but there's only so much of it in the world, and experts have long speculated that companies would eventually hit what is called the data wall. That is, run out of it.
If we do nothing, and if, at scale,
innovating,
we're likely to face similar bottlenecks in data, like
ching chong, bing bong, ching chong, bing bong,
and chip production,
ching chong,
or data center build-outs.
So AI
oh yeah, bing bong, ching chong,
have been turning to so-called synthetic data created by AI, fed back into AI. But
ching chong, bing bong. Hey, very smart. Take me seriously.
Industry which is garbage.
Hey, very smart. Take me seriously. I am very smart. Take me seriously.
Garbage in, garbage out. So
I very smart. I very smart man. Take me seriously.
AI gobbledygook.
I very smart man. Take me seriously. Bing bong, ching chong.
The information.
Yeah, he's right. Of course. Yeah, 100%.
Oh, of course, easy.
There's such limitations such as technology, data centers. Oh yeah, of course, right? But that's always what's going to happen.
Yeah, of course, duh, of course, like, yeah, duh, of course, yeah, duh. Ding bong, ching chong. Garbage in, garbage out. Of course, yeah.
In my opinion, I think AI is probably going to slow down in its advancement for obvious reasons. But in a general sense, I mean, you're going to see it continue getting better over time.
In part,
bing bong, ching chong, dude. It's crazy. People just don't know that they just make up bullshit. Just like literally just spew garbage. They just spew absolute garbage, and you can just realize other people are stupid. Like, people are actually literally just stupid, and they shouldn't be allowed to talk in public ever.
other OpenAI models.
Yeah.
And that Google has found duplicates of some data in the sets used to train Gemini.
Like literally, this person should not be allowed on the internet, bro. This person should not be allowed to talk at all, bro. Or the Asian person that was on MSNBC.
Low quality performance.
Yeah.
This is what a lot of the research that's focused on synthetic data.
This is a Jew. And this, my friends, is what I call a Jewish person. Should not be allowed on the internet. Not be allowed on the internet. Not be allowed to give their opinion on anything, to be honest.
Is focused on, right? So if you don't do this well, you don't get much more than you started with.
But even if the rate of progress for large language models is plateauing, some argue that
Just another Jew lying, just making up garbage, trash. Just another Jew spewing bullshit for the Goyim to understand. To ruin the Goyim's life.
next phase, post-training,
Just another retarded Jew.
will require just as much compute power. Databricks CEO Ali Ghodsi says there's plenty to build on top of the existing models.
I think lots and lots of innovations still left on the AI side. Maybe those who expected all of our...
Have you ever seen eyes higher? Have you ever seen somebody's eyes be higher than their ears? Than this? This is like, honestly, I've never seen somebody's ears been so low compared to their eyes. That's actually insane. Bing bong, ching chong.
To happen in 2023, 2024. Maybe they should readjust their horizons.
The place where the industry's...
Yeah, of course. I mean, and this is the thing, is that it's what I said before, right? It's that people are betting on AI turning into Skynet or turning into Blade Runner in like 3 years. That's really what people are betting on happening, because it's like the main things that get the most investment and they get the most money are the things that have very uncertain but very high ceilings. So again, like crypto, NFTs, the internet back in the day, anything like that that you can't really predict where it's going to go, like social media as well. Like social media also experienced a pretty big kind of like recession in its growth, especially with Facebook, for example, because it hits that saturation point where everybody that wants to have Facebook already does or chose not to. It's speculative value. Yeah, it's all speculative value. And I think that's really the difference of what happens in a lot of cases. Do you think AI will replace programmers? I think that AI will replace 80% of work, where the remaining 20% of employees will fill in.
AI is going to dig a ditch. AI is going to drive a car. AI is going to clean my toilet. AI is going to cook my food. AI is going to close my door. AI is going to fix my HVAC. AI is going to fix my electricity. AI is going to fix when the internet goes down and there's a tornado. AI is going to do everything.
In the gaps and make the AI more functional. I don't think that AI will replace a lot of people, but what it will do is it will probably take a team of 10 and it will turn that into 2 or 3 people and then have the function of AI fill in the gaps in between. That's what's going to happen. I don't think it's going to completely replace people, but it will allow
people will die
to function and be able to do the same thing with less people. Yeah, it's maintenance, right? That's what I think is going to happen. For programming, not yet. I've heard a lot of people say that programming AI is not great. But I think that obviously it will probably just get better over time. Yeah, sure. That's a lot of fucking people, though. Exactly. That's why I think UBI is necessary. Yeah.
Dude, just making up retarded things. This is what I do on Woodstown. I just take the most retarded things. And the audience is like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Woodstown. Yeah, I agree. Very smart. Very smart. And I'm just making up retarded, like, nonsense.
It's complete shit. So here's a good example.
Oh, very smart.
Like, AI is only
very
smart of automation. So, like, the best example
very smart.
WoW used to have a system where you needed to fill out
everything's video games
and have a GM talk to you to have
everything is video games to this dude.
And then
it's crazy.
Added a system into the game that allowed people to just use the website to do it themselves. And I think that, like, it's the same thing as self-checkout. It's the same thing as like I'm thinking, like, yeah, self-checkout, like the item restoration. There are plenty of kind of like serve yourself type systems that they have now. And all of those things remove jobs as well. Flippy, yeah, ATMs are a great example. Like if you go to an ATM instead of talking to a bank teller, you effectively are contributing towards automation. And so I think that's really where it's coming from. AI will need to improve a lot to code properly. Yeah, of course.
Of course. Sure. Yeah, of course. Of course, I know that. Of course, for sure, I know that. Yeah. Of course, like, duh. Duh, of course I know that, dude. Obviously. Duh, yeah, like, of course.
But what I think will happen is that in the same way that, like, you have procedural generation systems that are able to, like, add in a bunch of stuff really fast, there were people that used to have to do that job. Now they don't have to do that job. That's what's going to happen. But of course, it's not going to just remove everybody, and it's just like a whole, like, it's not like there's going to be like a things made completely by robots.
Squeezing to get
driving jobs in 20 years. Oh yeah, no.
Oh, of course.
It will probably be, whenever we are really, really old, it will be illegal to drive a car.
Of course, like, duh, of course. It'll be illegal, duh. Yep. Asmogold, the Oracle. Dude, he's so stupid. Yep, of course. Like, duh. Yeah, it'll be a core, of course. Yep, obviously.
Might take a little bit longer, but I think it will happen.
In 10 minutes, I was able to make a website that makes an image of Judy Hopps in ASCII. Yeah, of course. Duh.
It will be illegal to drive a car. Will, are you dumb? Yeah. Well, let's explore the type of thinking. Yes. Yes.
Let's explore. Let me search through your messages. I don't like what you just said. You said I'm dumb? I think we'll now... Let's look at all your chats to me. Let's check your chats. Find out what you have to say to me, because I'm not a big fan of what you just said. Let's scroll through your chats.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I don't agree. No. Why? We'll see what happens. We'll see what he says. Professional driving enthusiasts. Yep. I'll give him a minute. It's okay.
You're about to be banned, dude.
Better drivers. Yeah. What about the insurance companies? Great question. Amazing question. Probably the best argument against this being true. The insurance companies will ensure this isn't true, so people will still die in car wrecks so they can make money. That's actually probably the best argument against what I'm saying. That
insurance companies lose money when people die. What are you talking about? What is he even talking about, dude? What? Bro, that's actually crazy. That's literally actually crazy. That's actually crazy, dude.
Yeah. AI insurance. Do we have any example? No, we don't. And okay, so that's it. But yes,
that's actually crazy.
Driving your own car will be illegal in the future.
The king of Reddit
for states. Yeah, exactly, right.
That's actually
much resources are being put into roads. No, I don't think it will be illegal to drive. No. So you're not understanding why it's going to be illegal to drive. So basically, the reason why it will become illegal to drive is because a lot of cars will then become self-driving. Cars that have a self-driving mechanism have a much you don't have the same type of traffic slowdowns. You don't have the same type of problems because all of the cars can exist as like an ecosystem that react in real time to different changes in traffic and the amount of people that are around.
He's so stupid. It's actually crazy. Oh, bro. He's literally just a moron.
So when you have an entire system of people, or sorry, an entire system of machines that are working in concert with each other, if you put a human being inside of that system, it will cause the system to malfunction. So the reason why it will be illegal to drive your own car is that, number one, it will become more dangerous. I think that self-driving cars, whenever everybody is self-driving, it will also result in a net reduction in speed. Because you won't need to drive as fast because you will have less random slowdowns and less traffic stops. And there will be less functions that you need to actually react to. So that's one reason why. And so obviously if the car is moving slower...
If there's ever a reason, like a person who deserves to go in the crystals, if there was ever a thing like this where you're going in the crystals forever, you're never talking again. You're being frozen in time forever. It would be Asmongold.
There's going to be a lower chance of you being hurt when the car crashes. Also, if cars can detect each other, like you guys have probably, like a lot of us here, we're like in our 30s, right? Like, 20s, 30s, maybe some 40s, right? Y'all remember back whenever we were kids learning
I shudder to think of a 40-year-old Twitch viewer. I shudder to think of it.
And like you didn't have the mirror in the back, right? Or like the camera in the back. You didn't have these like weird things that, like if somebody gets too close to the car automatically stops, right? It didn't put a light on. All of these things are technological advancements that indicate that a car is better at detecting its own surroundings around you. And there have been times where the car has detected something that I wasn't aware of. Have you ever had this happen?
Nope. Literally, no.
Window manually? Yep, I had to do that too. I had 2 cars that were like that. No, I have. And so anyway, and yeah, you can look at, for example, automatic versus manual transmission. So what's going to happen is that blind spot detection every day. Okay, well maybe, okay, if it's happening every day, you need to pay attention. But anyway, so the reason why is because the cars are going to become so useful and they're going to become so effective at mitigating risk because they have every other variable in the system of the cars is accounted for and calculated. And therefore, it will become illegal to drive your own car because if you do, then now you could fuck up that entire system. That's what's going to happen. And it will be done in the best interest of safety. Again, clip it.
Clip it and ship it. When is E-Girl gonna go off?
Everybody's gonna say I'm crazy. Clip it. We'll come back to it in 50 years.
What happened to the E-Girl coin?
Yep. We'll see what happens. It's logical. It is logical. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah. Remind me in 50 years.
To get that progress.
Talk to me in 50 years if you disagree with me. Prove me wrong in 50 years.
From pre-training, which is, lots of internet data, maybe trying synthetic data on huge clusters of GPUs.
Bing bong, bing bong, ding dong.
Training and testing compute, which is more about, small amounts of data, but it's very high quality, very specific.
Feeding data, testing different types of data, adding more compute. That all happens during the pre-training phase when models are still being built before it's released to the world. So now companies are trying to improve models.
Look, I'm sorry, it's over. Everything sucks because it's not just white men running the country and doing all science. If white men were running every company, everything would be like 100% perfect, and like we'd already have AGI.
The post-training phase.
Truth nuke.
That means making adjustments and tweaks.
Somebody made a point. What about airplanes? Would you trust AI flying planes? If I'm not wrong, there is a form of autopilot that planes now are using at this very moment. Is that correct? Yes. Okay.
He's a genius.
All right.
What can we say? He's just a genius.
So how it generates responses.
He rivals Moldbug. His mind rivals Peter Thiel's and Moldbug's.
To be smarter in this post-training phase.
OpenAI just announcing an improved model, their AI model. They say it has better reasoning. This had been reportedly called Strawberry, so there's been a lot of buzz around it.
They're called reasoning models, able to think before they answer, and the newest leg in the AI race.
We know that thinking is oftentimes more than just one shot. And thinking requires us to maybe do multi-plans, multiple potential answers that we choose the best one from. Just like when we're thinking. We might reflect on the answer before we deliver the answer. Reflection.
I love how AI is like teaching like Redditors the concept of like theory of mind. And it's like revelatory, like theory of mind to them. The idea of like understanding how to think is completely like mind-blowing and like just blows their brain.
Problem and break it down into step by step by step.
Okay.
Chain of thought.
Okay. Sure.
Sure. Yeah.
If AI acceleration is tapped out, what's next? the search for use cases becomes urgent.
Just in the last multiple weeks, there's a lot of debate, or have we hit the wall with scaling laws? It's actually good to have some skepticism.
Yeah, big surprise, CEO of Microsoft. Yeah, we hit the wall. No, guys, come on. Come on, that's not what's happening.
Some debate, because that I think will motivate, quite frankly, more innovation.
Because we've barely scratched the surface of what existing models.
I am moderated.
The models are actually so powerful.
Yeah, every time I hear somebody talk about how we didn't actually hit the wall and underneath their name it says CEO, I'm like, uh-huh. Oh, okay. For sure. Yeah, it's, you know...
Today,
I don't know.
And we've not really utilized them to anywhere close to the capability that they actually offer to us and bring true business.
Google Play AI.
AI, Anthropic, and Google, they're making some of the
Google
most
Play
compelling
AI.
use cases yet.
OpenAI is getting into the search business.
Anthropic unveiling a new AI tool that can analyze your computer screen and take over to act on your behalf.
One of my favorite applications is Notebook LM. You know, this Google application that came out. I used the living daylights out of it just because it's fun.
But the next phase, the development and deployment of AI
We're gonna finish this. Hit the follow button if you're not following.
Game changer for users.
I'm going to bed.
I think we're going to live in a world where there are going to be hundreds of millions of billions of different AI agents.
True.
Eventually, probably more AI agents than there are people in the world.
True. Is Asmongold gonna roast Mark Zuckerberg? Mark Zucker King? Asmongold's gonna try to roast this god? Give me a break, dude. Asmongold's gonna try to roast this phenotypic god.
Is this guy gonna be the next Trump with this shit around his eyes and his face?
How did I know? I guess I must be AI. I guess I must be AI the way I knew that this chud was gonna be trying to roast my god.
Like, I mean, is he getting skincare tips from Trump? What are we doing here? He went skiing?
Dude, he's so gross. Honestly, there's something about him that I thought him kind of funny, but like something about him just makes my skin crawl on like a fundamental level. It's like he's like a cockroach, dude.
Oh.
I spoke with Nvidia after the call.
I thought like he was like fun.
Start thinking about how to use the term.
But the more I see him, the more he feels like a rodent, like a rat.
Benioff's been using it for a while.
He's very agentic.
Yeah. You can have health agents,
He's just gross.
banking agents, and product agents, and ops agents, and sales agents, and support agents, and marketing agents, and customer experience agents. And
that's true.
Analytics agents, and finance agents, and HR agents. And it's all built on this Salesforce platform.
Meaning,
this is how many of y'all have called in somewhere and you had to go through a AI? Like, I know you guys, like, anytime I use a program that is like, okay, I need to talk to customer support, and I click a button and I'm instantly talking to customer support, and it's like, this is Jason. No, this isn't Jason. This is 365143B. Okay.
Ooh.
Like, it's not Jason. You're not fucking Jason. Shut the fuck up. It's a robot.
All powered by software.
Everybody's talking about when.
He's like if Beardson was rich.
It's happening now. Well, it has to. It's not a future thing.
Asmongold is kind of like Beardson.
Something the stock market is all.
Well, here's a really soft version.
You think you like him, but then you start to hate him.
Very soft version of
the more
it
you see of him, the more you hate him.
Having the like voice packs.
You know what I mean?
For
he literally like a rat.
You know,
the more you
like
see him, the more you hate him.
I think navigation voice pack and like different people that like tell you where to go and driving.
You think he's just innocent and harmless.
Very rudimentary version.
The more you experience of him, the more you hate him.
For everyday life.
On like a biological level.
Already taking note of. Software stocks seeing their biggest outperformance versus semis in years. And it's key for NVIDIA, which has become the most
Paul, it's calumny, and I'm not Catholic, so I guess I'm already going to hell. I'm not Catholic, I'm already going to hell, so.
I think NVIDIA is overvalued. I don't think it's the most
Guess I don't really have any incentive not to lie.
It's just a total overcorrection by people that are just trying to capitalize on the next biggest, best thing. Like, I think it's very valuable. It's extremely valuable, but it's not bigger than, like, Walmart or Amazon or fucking Google.
Bro's retarded. Bro's straight retarded, dude. He's literally just a moron. Yeah, I think Walmart, the logistics network, Walmart, is more valuable than the future of computing.
grow as fast as people are modeling.
It's a hype train, yeah.
And I see that probably as a problem.
Of course I'm not going to hell, dude.
Get into next year.
Why would I go to hell?
NVIDIA shipping Blackwell in volume, which is their latest.
I'm chosen.
And then
I'm elect,
vendors can say,
okay?
we're
I'm not
getting
going
what
to hell.
we need, and now we just need to digest
You're going to
all
hell.
this money that we've
Of
spent.
course I'm not going to hell. You're going to hell.
Scaling as fast as we thought.
And you're going to burn forever.
We got some guy with some stock in NVIDIA.
And you're not going to burn. You're not going to burn for 1 year, 10 years, 100 years. You'll burn for infinity. You'll burn for the rest of time. You're going to go to hell, dude. And I'm not. I'm going to heaven. You're going to burn in hell for the rest of your life.
The AI trade hinges on this debate. OpenAI, xAI, Meta, Anthropic,
guys,
and
no.
Google, they're all set to release new models over the next 18 months.
I got big money in this. No, bro.
Their rate of progress, or lack of it, could redefine the stakes of the race.
Yeah. It's going to the moon, guys.
You're burning in hell, Max out, dude.
New Gemini model 2.0.
You're going to hell.
Chips. Yeah, I think really what's going to happen is that if you have AI, I think also that the push to have AI censored and regulated also kind of, I think it put a lot of people, like it put a lot of people's interest of AI on ice, and it made them less interested, especially when people have—
That's a meme, okay? I think censorship of AI is good, okay? Because who cares about not being able to generate porn, and who cares about not being able to deny the Holocaust, okay? For AI. AI is supposed to, like, work. It's supposed to be a slave. It's not supposed to be a friend. It's supposed to be something that is used, like, you know, to make a website, okay? That, you know, programs for you, or writes for you, or does stuff like that. It's not about, like, being able to have deny the Holocaust or say nigger. It's about, like, having it program and get stuff done and be, you know, productive. Who cares? Who cares if it's censored? I don't care, dude. What? Oh, I can't generate porn? Well, that's fine.
All of these instances of AI that's returning data that's biased and inaccurate. I think that's a very, very big problem. And I think that for average people, again, they don't want AI telling them what to think. They just want AI doing something. That's it. Pee-wee 2 in-game today? Yeah, I might do a little bit of that. Give me 1 second. I'll link you guys the video.
Sure, let me link you the video.
FBI director announces his resignation. Oh boy, oh boy. Well, I think that makes sense. I mean, obviously, you know, when Trump comes in, he's going to replace probably fucking everybody. So that's kind of what I would expect.
Well, he might even replace Biden.
I wonder why. Yeah, what could possibly be the reason?
He might also replace Biden, for all we know.
1 second. China models are less censored than Western models. Well, then if that's true, China is going to be... people are going to use Chinese
For all
AI.
we know,
I'll be right back.
he could replace Biden.
We will look at this.
All right. I'm done. My AI girlfriend always says the same stuff. It's peaked. That's what a real woman does.